All right, everybody, welcome in. We are here tonight, rocking out with our Road Atlanta 2024 Season 4, Round 3. We're going to go through some basics like we do every time. Let's get her started. So, ooh, buddy. That's what we like to see. All right, so as always, please be kind and respectful of others. Chat NVC judges calls are final. Scoring is based on 100 points. That breaks down into line, angle, and X factor. X factor breaking down to aggression, style, and proximity. It's mainly for battles as well as proximity in those zones. Bracket is created using your qualifying score with an FD seed. No monetary prizes. Remember, this is all for entertainment and fun. Mods reserve the rights to warn, kick, or ban drivers due to behavior or unsportsmanlike conduct. But overall, have fun. Good luck to all the drivers out there tonight. We got our line map video. Let's drop the Spotify off here real quick and head right on into that.
Welcome to Season 4 of CSG Drift Round 3. So, going on this downhill here for the initiation. For qualifying, you are allowed to cross this line here marked in the video, but for battles, do not cross that line. Then we have our initiation line. We want to see you angled out before crossing this line, set and ready to go in for that first inner clip that you will see right here. We want you back on throttle before the inner clip 1, and no touching the red markings on the video. Here we want a full rumble fill out going uphill. And then as we push up on the uphill here, we want a full rumble fill out here on outer zone 1. Little decel there, so chase drivers, watch out. And then we have our outer zone 2. Nice fill out there, coming around this horseshoe. And then our inner clip 2 here, nice as close as possible as you can there to track edge. Do not touch the grass. We want a midfield transition, so we want you in the middle of the track while going down here. Nice fill out here. Do not use the rumbles going downhill. You will get points deduct. And then last zone here, we want a, once again, nice fill out here. Do not touch the rumbles, and then finish nice and wide.
All right, and there we have it. Nice solid description of those zones here. We have our overhead view as well of that line map. As you can see, our initiation zone and finish line are different because we are coming back over onto this track. And there it is. We got it back up again, but basically going through an inner clip 1, a touch and go 2, outer zone 1. Halfway through that is a off throttle / decel, and as you come across that, that makes it about halfway towards that outer zone 2, inner clip 2, and then into our touch and go for the second time there, and then coming into our inner clip finally, and then across the line. So judges are watching that initiation for that rumble zone. We talked about it in the drivers meeting with all the drivers, and it's going to get hairy out there. It's a high speed entry into there, and I'm sure we're going to see some interesting stuff happen here tonight. But let's get it started. We got our drivers in the server right now. They're just running a few little laps here and there, and we'll see how they're doing, and we'll get them lined up and ready to go. Appreciate everybody coming in here tonight, and I did see that membership come in by Leander Thompson. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys, and we'll get this this party started. Camera's just bobbing away here. We gotta love it. All right, it does look like we have our first driver of the night here lining up. That's going to be Tyler Leach, but looks like they're still running one last practice run here. We'll watch him run down the track. He's going to be starting us off for our qualifying here tonight. and they're getting those last runs in, and we will see them work their way back to the pits here in just a second, as we will go to our sub-in Cone Man tonight. Cone Man Kyle gonna be rocking a qualifying run here tonight. He's always wanted to compete, and he has the opportunity here tonight due to some extra help that we have in these staff quarters. But looks like we got him lined up, ready to go. Tyler Leach gonna be leading us off here in our qualifying, and we got the lights. Let's send them. Might have a little bit of a communication issue there, not seeing the lights, but there he goes. Tyler Leach. See if he can set the expectation here tonight. Nice big initiation coming through there. Solid fill out on the inner clip and the touch and go to come across that second outer zone. A little bit tricky here to not over rotate, coming back around using those same zones again. No rumbles this time. And a pretty solid run there for Tyler. All right, and up next we got Tanique Joseph. When they're ready, we'll see those lights go, and he'll be on his way. Got a little bit of a shaky cam. We're zoomed in from quite a distance. These cameras are replicated off of the actual FD. Little tricky when it comes to having those cameras auto change for us here out on the track, but solid fill outs here, coming across into that outer zone 2. Little wide there, but cinching her in. We're coming across our final 2 zones and across that early finish line right there. Another solid run out there on the track. Nobody going off the track just yet on that first corner. That's what we like to see. Up next, we got Zach Macy sitting there at the line ready to go. Let's send him. Got about 74 drivers to make it through here tonight. And then we have our battles that are going to be live streamed as well here on YouTube. Pushing over. A little bit of an issue there for Zach coming across that initiation line. Throwing some huge flames coming around. Definitely not the run he was looking for here tonight, and that is some rough stuff there. Up next, we got Dom SVK sitting at the line ready to go. Let's send him. Nice solid flick there. A little bit of a correction coming across that first inner clip. And Dom pushing her through. Really got to extend out here on this keyhole here as they come across that back. A solid fill out on that touch and go and across that inner clip and across the line. Dom SVK right there. This guy's throwing down some heaters already. Next we got Nolan Stanley. Heck yeah, appreciate the super chat there. Digging the night track. Something we've always wanted to do here at CSG is run some of these nighttime tracks. Tried to optimize it as best as possible on a short notice here for the drivers. Absolutely solid fill out on that outer zone. A little bit of struggles there at the beginning by Nolan as we push across back onto those 2 zones. No rumbles here this time. A solid quick fill out there by Nolan Stanley. Up next we got Rush Andy rocking that VDC GTR R35. Oh, cutting it real close on there. We did have a driver's meeting discussion about that pylon. That pylon will not be deducted for contacts. The only deductions that the drivers are looking at there is if they are hitting the grass on that first inner clip. Place that inner pylon a little close. We'll talk to the ground staff about that one. Solid run there for Rush Andy. Next we got Sync William Smith. Rocking a new livery out there on the track. You guys can update these throughout the season. Just be sure to drop them in the livery dump if you want the drivers around you to see it as well. But we do our best to update them as quick as possible for you guys. And here he comes. And up nice and close with our camera crew there, coming around. Onto those last two final zones, and across the line he goes. Solid runs by all drivers. Good stuff out there, guys. Didn't see any massive crashes or anything like that, but only a little bit of way in so far. We'll see our next load-in happen here, and that is going to be our Group B for Server 1. It'll just be a quick moment here. We're letting everybody load in, load out, and get everybody situated here. We are allowing, here comes our cone man making his way down the track. Thing is extremely difficult to drive. Oh yeah, that is correct. I do need a quick correction there. That was Seth Miller that we saw out on the track. My apologies. I was just working my way down the list of our updating there, and it seems like it put that in there. So we have noted that, and the judges will definitely note that. Sorry about that, Seth. Do accept my apology on that. Clear this out too. Oh my, cone man hitting some cones. Give it a quick moment here and we'll have these guys loaded in and ready to go. Doing small load ins to hopefully decrease any of that load on the PCs for these guys. There we go. We got our first few coming in. This is Michael V. Take a look at see what he's putting down here tonight. Unofficial runs as these guys load in. Get rid of that app bar. All right. Yeah, Michael V rocking that C7. All right, looks like we may have a thumbs up from the staff here. We're going to start sending them. Starting off with Johan Garcia. Lights flashing. Let's send them. Huge entry there coming across. A solid fill out coming in through that inner clip and our first touch and go into our outer zones. Throwing some massive angle around there as he comes around and not touching any of those rumbles. A solid run there for Johan Garcia. Up next, we got Michael V. AOM Blastoise, you also may know him by. Let's see it. There he goes. Nice. Solid fill out on that inner clip one. Like we said, we ain't paying attention to that pylon on those first two zones there, at least on the entries. Here we go, coming around. Same thing again, no rumbles. Michael V with a solid qualifying run there out there tonight. These guys must have been practicing all week because some solid runs we've seen so far. Up next, we got Zolt. Let's see it. Okay. All right, and here we go. Huge entry there by Zolt. Coming across into our two outer zones. Second inner clip. And back onto this touch and go. Throwing some massive angle around there and a solid run for Zolt. Up next, Jeff T. When he's ready, let's see it. A little quiet on these run-ups just because of our camera placement all the way down at the end of the track. Nice. Back and forth through the Manji section on that track, if you can call it that. For our two outer zones. Ooh, a little bit on the inside there on that second outer zone. But hey, not bad, not bad. Keeping it nice and composed through the rest of the track, and down the way he goes. Jeff T. I gotta tell you, these guys practice and practice, so then it all comes down to that one run, and man, can the nerves get to you. Up next, we got Aerostyle. Let's see it. Rocking that Dodge Viper. Ooh, coming across very tight on that inner clip. Smacked around that pylon. Like I said, no deductions there. Gonna have to check the tire placement on that. But a little bit of a checkup there as we come around into our final two zones and across the line. Oro. Let's go. Up next, we got CT Bafika. Bafika? Do apologize. Let's see it. It's back forth on that initiation coming through. Solid fill out on the touch and go. Seen one little issue there tonight with some of these guys on that outer zone too. Maybe the tricky section of the track that we'll see some struggles. But as we come across, a nice solid run. Looks like it might wrap it up for that group. Gonna wait for our next load in. As we do, wait for our next drivers to be loading in here to the server. You just want to give a quick shout out and these guys already loading in. We got, it's like DMI Wolf coming up. Got Frosty S, Matt Spies, Jay. Another set of solid drivers. You guys duking it out here on Road Atlanta. Let's catch up with Wolf here. See what he's laying down on the track here tonight. Getting those tires warmed up. Even got our nice little burnout cam there too. Love to see the organization, guys. This is an interesting track due to the fact that you can't be running it back to back. Holy. Guys ripping out by our camera guys. They're having some audio issues there, but let everybody get at least one little warm up in and we'll get them running. Seems like we have most everybody loaded in. Trying to be considerate about those guys sitting in server 2 right now. Gotta wait for everybody else. But hey, I'll just give a quick shout out here to Tyler being the quickest to put in an entry. As you guys know, the entries go to sign up for qualifying goes live on Mondays at 10 p.m. and they are in order of entry. You should have seen it. It filled up in about 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. So these guys are waiting, sitting there ready to go. Wish we could run every 150 drivers every week. It just currently is not possible while creating a quality event for you guys. All right, looks like we are all set and ready to go. Drivers are loaded in. They're lined up in order. Let's get them going. First up here, we got DMI, C-Note. A lot of DMI guys out there tonight. Got some massive teams out here. DMI, GDC, AOM. Let's go. Solid fill outs here for C-Note coming across those 2 outer zones. Flipping his way back. And right across the line, it'll be a solid run there for C-Note tonight. Up next, we got Frosty S. We're taking a quick look there before GTR R35. Solid, safe initiation there. Going a little bit wide on that first zone, cinching it back together. Keep it on the track here through that outer zone 1 and 2. Kind of nice running some of these at night here, being able to see some of the lighting effects guys have, headlights, all that out on the track. We're usually always during the day, but mixing it up in 3. All right, and there we have it for Frosty. Up next, we got Matt Spies. And we got lights. Let's send them. Absolutely huge run up. The camera does not do it any advantages. All right, using the rumbles there. Nothing wrong with that. If that's well, you got to go there. Nice, solid. Oh, going wide on that outer zone though too. A lot of speed coming through there. Had to shave it off somewhere. Unfortunately, dropped a tire or two there. But coming around into that final zone and across the line for Matt Spies. Next, we got Jaden Wright, JW Performance, and that A90 Supra. A massive amount of distance that these drivers are covering in that first entry. There you go. As he comes around, get to hear that Supra rip through that outer zone 1, 2, and our second inner clip. Do it again, back the other way. No rumbles this time. A solid run there for Jaden Wright. Next, we got DMI Wolf as Jay returns back to pits. Let's see it. Huge back-to-back Manji there for the initiation by DMI Wolf. Coming across those zones, solid fill outs into our first and second outer zone. Going a little bit wide there, hard to tell with the smoke, but keeping it composed. Trying to finish her off here. Big slowdown there on the turnaround, but across the line he goes. Up next, we got Ian Hayes, aka Twist. Solid fill out there, coming across our outer zones. That's where we get to hear these cars really rip. Moving it back around for that touch and go and inner clip to finish her out. Solid zone fill outs there and back down the stretch he goes. Up next, we got Damien. When they're ready, we'll see those lights. Let's send them. Absolute ripper out there. We can already hear him as he pushes through the track. Tell some of these guys, open headers, whatever it may be. Holy. Nice solid fill outs coming across our final 2 zones here. Watching those rumbles and across the line. Nice solid run for Damien. Up next, we got Michael Treb. Let's see it. He's got his hazards on, guys. Watch out. Michael Trabb. Solid fill out there. No worries on the pylon or those zones. Kept it on that rumble coming through. Back forth and hitting them once more. Ooh, nice little spicy angle there at the end by Michael Trabb as he heads back towards the pits. Up next, we got Carlito Spicy Johnson, the DMI guy. A little bit of camera shakes, no worries. See if we can increase our volume, catch him a little bit here. There he is. Inner clip 2, or inner clip 1, touch and go. Cross those outer zones. Back and around. And a nice, solid run there for Carlito Spicy Johnson. To wrap up that group, just gonna be waiting on the next one to load in here in just a moment. Appreciate everybody in chat watching, swinging by. Aristyle, thanks for the super chat there, right as I looked over at chat. Do appreciate that. Always trying to put on fun events for you guys. I enjoy doing it. Takes a lot of work though, a lot of work. You can also see we do have a shop open on YouTube as well for t-shirts and sweatshirts, all sorts of things, different merch there as well. It's pretty much the same as our Redbubble shop, just a little bit different, integratable to YouTube. If you guys are looking for any sort of merch, first time we've ever done it with a CSG drift event. Well, we're just waiting for these guys to load in here. Camera's doing some nice little idle circles right now. I don't know what's going on with that. See them hopping in here and getting a few practice laps in. We'll just take a look at what these guys are running out on the track right now while we wait for everybody to load in. And a few more to load in and we'll get this started. All right, just one more second here. We're waiting on one more. Gotta love the little donut cam there. Just waiting on them to line up in order and we'll be ready to send these guys just about almost halfway. Of course, the judges have different cameras than what you guys are seeing here at home. These are just the cinematic ones included with the track. Just gives us nice cinematic angles of these battles and qualifying. Of course, the judges are in there observing other things as well. All right, looks like first off, leading us off here, Garrett Shaw, AOM Rizo. We got lights. He's going. Keep an eye on that load in just in case anybody else comes in. Looks like it was a little premature on that one, but we'll see how he does out here. Nice, solid fill outs. Coming across those two outer zones, going very wide there, but pulling it back in. Making it happen. Come across those two final zones and across the line. Solid run there for Garrett Shaw. Up next at the line, we got Joseph JK. All right, Joseph JK, about to get those lights. Let's see it. Every time I pump up the lights, these guys can't see them. It's so funny. Here we go. Let's see it. Hey, nice solid initiation coming through there, not touching those rumbles. And then inner clip and touch and go. Onto our first and second outer zone. With a solid finish there for Joseph JK. Up next, Gage Jones. Let's see it. Getting some massive speed on this run up. Like I said, the camera doesn't do it justice. These guys are flying into that first corner, shaving off a lot of speed there with the angle. Onto that first and second outer, going wide there. Maybe a little bit of dirt flying, I think I saw, but making his way through those final two and across the line. Up next, we got C Silva lined up, ready to go. Let's see it. Oh, looks like something happened there with Silva on that initiation. We'll fortunately see him again a little bit later. Next here we got Legacy Kogan Casey. Let's see it. A little bit of that royalty-free music playing in the background here as well for you guys, because it is a quiet run-up across that initiation for those first two zones. Nice, solid fill out on those two outers. See how he does, coming back around. Got to stay off those. Oh, and a full spin around there for Legacy Kogan. Definitely not happy about that one. Be seeing him give it another go here at the end of everybody else. Up next, we got Alex Tealson. Let's send him. Sorry about that, everybody. Always so much going on in the background. They were all waiting on me. Here we go. Let's see it. Coming nice and tight across that first zone. Like I said, say it again, those pylon hits will not count, at least on the incoming. Nice solid fill outs on these final two inners and across the line. Alex Tealson goes. Solid run. Up next, we got Liam Suzuya Auto Body. She ain't even gonna attempt it, but we got Liam Suzuya Auto Body. Let's see it. Just not feeling names tonight. I don't know. I keep tripping over my words, but let's see this guy rock it out here. Saw him in round two. Nice solid fill outs on those outer zones and on that last inner clip. Coming across and across the line he goes. Solid run for Liam. Next we got Handbraking. New entry for the competition here, rocking that VDC 3.0. You guys can join in at any time into the competition just to get some, maybe get your feet wet into the comp space. But just got to be using one of those stock VDC 3.0s is what you have the option of, because those custom entries closed round one. Oh, going very wide there by Handbraking, but he is trying to keep face here, coming around through our final two zones right before that finish line and across the line. A solid redemption on the second half of that run. All right. All right, looks like we do have our few zero reruns that are going to be loading in here. Guys that unfortunately didn't make it around the track get a chance to do it again. First up, we got Garrett Shaw. These guys are battling for singular points here, so we got to give them every opportunity here to put out the best runs that they can. And another very consistent run here for Garrett Shaw out on the track. Looks like no problem, just another day, another drift. All right, And we are just going to give it one more second for anybody that had 0. They will be reloading in here for one final run on this server. We'll have a server switch over to our second server, and that marks the halfway point of our qualifying here tonight. And those of you in server 2 will be restarting that shortly real quick for a entry list update. It'll be happening right now. All right, and here we go. We got C Silva lined up once more. Staff just doing the last few reach outs here to some drivers, and we'll be set to send these guys. All right, looks like we got them all lining up right now. These are our reruns from previous zeros. Let's give it up for these guys. Give it another shot out there. Some of them having technical difficulties. One was a load in during a run. We'll give them their second chance out here and see how it goes. Up first, we got C Silva. There he goes. Definitely massive entry there. Having a little issue on the initiating angle, but coming around here, C Silva pushing through, trying to just land a score here tonight. Coming around and through those final two zones and across the line for C Silva. Up next, we got a handbrake in. Let's see it. Give this guy another shot here to run. Looks like we got a light malfunction, but a good old-fashioned 3-2-1 in chat, and he's on his way. You're unsure if his previous run was a 0 there. We did have multiple tires drop, and if it is 3 tires or more, that does count as a 0. Got him on the outer zone 1-2, coming back around. Through those inners, keeping away from those rumbles and across the line. We're handbraking. 2 more guys left and we'll be making our server switch here over to server 2. So if you're in that first group, be ready, as we'll be headed over your way in just a moment. Next we got DMI Wolf. Let's see it. KO with the super chat, my man. Thank you so much. Do appreciate that. Nice solid fill outs here by DMI Wolf on that outer zone 1 and 2. Coming back around to do it again on those inner zone, or touch and go and inner clip. Right around and across the line he goes. Qualifying run there for DMI Wolf. Last up here. Or sorry, 2 more. We got Zach Macy coming up right now. And then Legacy Kogan giving it 1 more shot out on the track here. There we go. Nice flick right there. Coming across, using a little bit of those rumbles. Nothing wrong with that. Coming across our inner clip, touch and go, and first outer zone here. A little bit of a let off there on the off throttle coming through, and nice solid fill out on these 2 zones. I'm sure Zach Macy's feeling much better about that run as he does make his way onto the grass. And finally, last but not least, we got Legacy Kogan Casey here, getting in his second run. Let's see it. I know Legacy Kogan has been having some hardware malfunctions lately. Been rough stuff. We've seen him out here driving in the competitions before. He's always been a solid performer. Hate to see it, but yeah, unfortunately, it does look like something disconnected there. And all right, looks like we may have a recall on 1 more person here. We'll see them in just a moment. Trying to reconnect, and then we'll be headed on to our second half of qualifying here tonight, just like that, real quick. And as we head over to that second server, we'll put up that line video 1 more time, and we'll see how that goes. Dang, ran a stock setup. I'm seeing chat there. Whew. Pulled the Cosmos right there. I do that all the time with my drift cars. Hop in them and I just ready to go, let's go, and then just completely forget about it. All right, looks like we have 1 driver with some checksumming issues. We've all been through it before, giving them a few extra minute or 2 here, and then we'll be headed over to that second server. Appreciate everybody swinging by in chat here tonight, checking out the qualifying runs on this custom variant of CSG Road Atlanta. Got our signage up in there, modifications done, solid cones out on the track, and a lot of work put in by our one and only Stylex. All right, looks like this is the guy we were waiting on. Had some checksum issues. He's in now. This is the correct Sync William Smith, not Seth Miller, as we had a little mix up there earlier. But William Smith, let's see it. Big, nice initiation. Solid fill out on that first inner clip, taking it nice and wide. I'm really utilizing the rumbles there, but playing it safe. Not too bad of a strategy for a qualifying run out here tonight as we come across to those final two zones. And that'll grant William Smith there a qualifying score. All right, we're going to put up the line map video real quick. And we're going to hop into the second server here and get started on the second half of our qualifying here tonight. Let's see it once more, get a nice explanation of what the judges are looking at out here on the track.
Welcome to Season 4 of CSG Drift for Round 3. So, going on this downhill here for the initiation. For qualifying, you are allowed to cross this line here marked in the video, but for battles, do not cross that line. Then we have our initiation line. We want to see you angled out before crossing this line, set and ready to go in for that first inner clip that you will see right here. We want you back on throttle before the inner clip 1 and no touching the red markings on the video. Here we want a full rumble fill out going uphill. And then as we push up on the uphill here, we want a full rumble fill out here on outer zone 1. Little decel there, so chase drivers watch out. And then we have our outer zone 2. Nice fill out there coming around this horseshoe. And then our inner clip 2 here, nice as close as possible as you can there to track edge. Do not touch the grass. We want a midfield transition, so we want you in the middle of the track while going down here. Nice fill out here. Do not use the rumbles going downhill. You will get points deduct. And then last zone here, we want a, once again, nice fill out here. Do not touch the rumbles, and then finish nice and wide.
All right, guys, we are in the second server right now. These guys are ripping out some laps right now. We'll take a quick look at what's going out on the track right now, and we will see it shortly. A little bit of wild camera action going on there. This guy's trying to put down some tandies right now. Oh, as we have other people coming. You know, the wrong way there. Not the wrong way, the right way, but coming back down the track. That's what makes practicing on this track so unique compared to other tracks, is that you do have to wait till everybody fills out their full run. These guys death matching it out here on the track, going one right after the other. We'll see how that switch around does for them. Hey, no problems there, you know. You pace it just right, might work out. Yeah, look at them all. Oh my god. Oh, we got a cone man hit out there. All right, we'll allow last few runs here and we'll get everybody going. I know Cone Man just coming in out of nowhere on that one. Another Corvette out there on the track, throwing an absolute ripper down. And across the line. Solid stuff, solid stuff. We want Cone Man. Attack of the Cones. Nice, guys. Love it. Love it. One and only Cone Man here. We are locked onto him. Can't tell you how incredibly hard it is to drift that. Oh, he gets off the track to avoid some other drivers coming around. Making his own route. All right, we should have everybody just about loaded in here. And get the staff to call a back to pits here, and we will see these guys run. All right, looks like we are about ready to get everybody lined up here. Tripty Mine gonna be starting us off here for our server 2. The time has come. Let's see these qualifying runs. All right, first up at the line, we got Tripty Mine. Gonna be putting down, hopefully, a ripper of a qualifying run here. No pressure. There's the lights. Here he goes. Nice slow controlled roll out there. We got no rushes with any of these guys. Massive rip there. Tripty Mine having some issues on the initiation there. You'll see him run that again at the end of all the groups here tonight. Tell ya, could have been the nerves, could have been the nerves. Up after Tripty Mine here, we got Braden S, AOM Swan. He's rocking that custom 370Z. Got those G-Force lights out on the front. Not a requirement, but definitely a nice thing to have. Nice solid fill outs on those outer zones. A little bit of a quieter car out here tonight, but sounds good nonetheless. To come across those final two zones and across the line. Braden S. Up next, we got Daniel Camacho. Let's see it. Nice solid fill out there by Daniel Camacho on that first inner clip and touch and go. And he rips through these outer zones. A solid fill out on these zones on the way back. No rumbles used, and across the line. That was quite the ripper there by Daniel Camacho. Love to see it. Up next, we got Jiwon Lee in his custom Mustang RTR. I love the red halos on there. Nice, solid, safe initiation there by Jiwon Lee. Comes across with that Mustang RTR, extending it out into that outer zone 2, taking it nice and wide, cinching her in for that second inner clip. See how we handle coming across here, and no rumbles once again, and across the line. That was very wide into that finish, but across the line nonetheless. Jiwon Lee. Up next, we got Lizzie Snowden, rocking that custom S14 out there. Let's see it. Huge initiation coming across there, filling out those first two inners, taking them nice and tight. Solid angle coming across there. That was a wild amount of angle coming around the second half of that keyhole there and coming back down and across the line. Lizzie Snowden. Next, we got Legacy Cat Slayer 69. Nice. Nice big entry, going way tight there, dropping the front half of the car over there into the grass. Coming to that zone wide. Trying to recover the second half of the run here, though. Well, back and forth around and across that line for Cat Slayer. Next, we got Sim Cave Media with a car swap this season. Those in custom cars are allowed to step down to a VDC stock 3.0 car, but has to remain for the rest of the season. Sim Cave took that option, now rocking in the Corvette C6. One of my favorites from the VDC pack. Flipping back for those two zones and across the line. Wow, these guys going very wide on that last section of the track there, right before the finish line, but nonetheless keeping it on the track. All right, looks like we'll be waiting for our next load in here. We got Alex Rajachev coming up. Live to Accelerate, Jay Babcock, It's Dank, Prince, and Lone Wolf. Maybe a few others that I didn't mention, but will be coming up here in just a second. What's up, Spawn? See you there in chat. Yeah, give a shout out to Camacho on that run. That was a spectacular qualifying run that we saw. It's always very cool to see these drivers improve from round to round. You know, some tracks are everybody's jam, some things aren't, you know, and it's very nice to see a lot of improvements from all drivers all around in the practicing, tuning those cars, you know, ready to rock. Hop on board with Lone Wolf here. Do something a little different. We'll go in cabin with them. Little helmet cam perspective for you guys. Oh man. Gotta be careful with those practice runs. All right, looks like we got a call to pits there as everybody disappeared from the track. We'll see everybody line up here in just a second and get them on their way. Server Group C has not run yet, Jaden. I believe we are loading in Server Group B right now. Now, you want to be on board with Cone Man? We might have to do that. Go on board with Cone Man. Here we go. Right there. Big old close up. He's flashing at you guys. All right, looks like we are about ready to send these guys on their way for their qualifying runs. Up first at the line. All right, we got the go ahead from the staff. We're going to start sending them. First up here, we got Alex Rogachev, and let's send him on his way. Nice, solid initiation here by Alex out on the track here. He has put it down some absolute rippers of runs here so far this season. Definitely one to watch out for. And a solid fill out on those final two zones and across the line for Alex Rogachev. Up next, we got Live to Accelerate. Rocking that custom Skyline GTR R34. Who doesn't love a good old R34? These things are worth a pretty penny nowadays. Solid back and forth, keeping it on the track through that first and second outer zones. Into the inner clip and coming around here for that touch and go inner clip one more time with no rumbles and across the line. A solid run there for Live to Accelerate. Up next, we got Jay Babcock rocking that custom Supra A90. You guys probably have seen his screenshots in Discord. If you're part of the Discord or not, definitely check that link to join in. Ooh, going wide on the initiation there by Babcock. Man's got his settings dialed in for those screenshots. puts out some solid stuff, and another honorable mention out to Triptymine as well. I'm always taking a look at what you guys put out, and across the line for Jay Babcock. A rough start there for him, but definitely cleaned it up for the second half of his run. Up next, we got It's Dank Prince. He is nice, solid. Pull out coming through there. Another Viper out on the track here. It's Dank. I'm running in our season 3, and now back for season 4 for some more. Solid stuff for It's Dank. Jeff Osborne, appreciate the membership there. Really helps out the channel, helps these guys out that are here volunteering their time for us. I don't mind working for you guys. It's those guys I feel bad for. All right, up next here, we got ourselves a Lone Wolf sitting at the line. Let's send him. Big entry there by Lone Wolf, coming back and forth here on those inner zones. Nice solid stuff. Deep fill out on that outer zone too. Some nice angle, keeping midway through the track here as we come around for that touch and go and that final inner clip and across the line. Solid run there for Lone Wolf. Up next, we got Rakumi. Rocking a VDC stock 3.0 RX-8. Another new driver entry into the series, part way through. Love to see it. See what he can put down on the track here. Going a little bit wide there. Got to keep it together, and unfortunately across there, dropping all those tires. Saving a little face, coming around through the second half of the track. Get a little extra practice in, because we will see Rakumi again here for that second run at the end of everybody else in server 2. Up next, we got ADL Terran. Let's see it. ADL Terran out here in his custom RX-7. He has flames shooting out of the hood. Solid fill outs here. See how we do on the last two inner. No problems whatsoever, and across the line for Baron. Up next, we got Nathan Vieira. Ready to rock here in his custom M2 BMW. It's solid back to forth on those inners, coming across our two outer zones. Solid fill out. Just got to repeat it back once more on the way exiting the track here, keeping those tires off the rumbles and across the line. Solid stuff there for Nathan Vieira. All right, we're going to be waiting on our next load in here. We get these guys out of the server and load in the next batch. Don't forget, if you guys are drivers here tonight, to load in together as a group and exit as a group, because we'd hate to have people leaving midway through those runs, because there is always that slight bit of server hitching that can happen. You know, keep an eye out for your fellow driver. All right, and we got them already loading in. I see Lab 1. EDR. Bunch of them loading out there on the back stretch. Let's see if we can get on board with any of these guys. EDR rocking a new livery here tonight. Same thing with Lab 1 as well. EDR here, that's who we're watching out on the track right now. In the practice lap in. For that official qualifying run. Some nice side cameras going here. Makes his way. Here we go, we got Lab 1. A little bit of terrifying onboard action in the passenger seat. Just waiting for the thumbs up from our staff here, and we'll get these guys lined up and ready to go. Are we getting a cone, man? Hop on the onboard with Cone Man here. He's letting them through. The official gatekeeper of CSG Drift, actually the sub-in. Can't forget the Cone Man Kyle. We'll actually see Cone Man Kyle here trying to put down a qualifying run here tonight as well. All right, looking like we are getting the thumbs up from the staff here. We'll pop out here and let our last few guys get in order here, and we will send them on their way. Some of the guys we're about to see here, we got PDR, Lab 1 Tattoos, Tyler Duck, AOM, Lugo, Water, Ethan Turner, just to name a few. Looks like we may be waiting on one or two more drivers to load in, and we will get them on their way. But these guys are starting to run some practice laps. I got an extra minute, why not? Get a few extra skids in. Just give it another minute or two here and see if we can get this final driver in. Otherwise, we will have to continue on. Yeah, right there, Tyler Duck. Now we got Bell, Root Purewall, and AOM. Gambit, yep. Togue SR sitting there. All right, looks like we got a load in from the last lone driver we were waiting on. We'll let him run down the track once here and we'll get everybody lined up and ready to go. Sometimes technology bites ya. Guys have been in servers practicing for most of the week, I mean. Everybody I keep clicking on goes right back. Here we go. Got a little roof cam action. Nice solid fill outs there. It's Anthony Norfolk out on the track with the controversial headlights of the night. A little extra things going on with our track here tonight. We learned a little bit, and let's just say his lights were brighter than the sun. So we got it situated though. He's lined up, ready to be going here. We got everybody else in pits as well. Looks like we are about to start sending them. Looks like we got this group and two more after it, and we'll be wrapping up qualifying here tonight. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow is battles. It's when the real action's going to be going down here on stream. These guys, top 32 qualifiers, move on to battle it out for that podium finish. Don't forget to enable those notifications, hit that subscribe button, and like that stream. Every little bit helps. Plus, you know, it's really important. We're also talking about possibly throwing some pop-up comps after the end of season 4 with some fun events, you know, not so serious stuff. Kind of let the steam out. We're talking about doing a variety drift night. Chat may even be able to vote. I mean, gonna be crazy. But that is outside of CSG Drift and season 4. All right, looks like we got everybody lined up here. Just waiting for a thumbs up from the staff here, and we will start seeing the Cone Man turn his lights on for us. Let's send him. Cone Man readjusting positions there a little bit, hopping around. All right, first off, start us off for this group of qualifying, Anthony Norfolk. In his custom RX-7, rocking some of those AOM flags off the back. Nice solid zone fill outs there for him as we come around to do it one more time. No rumbles that time, and across the line for Anthony Norfolk. Up next, Togue SR. Another DMI guy out here, ready to battle. Nice. Solid fill outs there for Togue SR, coming across those two outer zones, as we can hear that BMW rip. E46 coming across and finishing it out. Nice solid run there for Togue SR. Next we got AOM Gambit. Saw him in round 2, pushing his way through those battles. Nice solid initiation coming across that line with 2 deep fill outs on those inner zones. Cross our 2 outers. And solid fill outs coming across those 2 inner zones and across the line. And that gets Gambit a qualifying score here tonight. Up next at the line, we got Bread. Bread's in a custom S15. A solid fill out on those first 2 zones on that inner clip, coming across our outer zone 1 and 2. And back through it. Being careful not to be going over those lines onto those rumbles and across the line for Bread. Up next, we got Bellroot Beer Wall. Let's see it. Solid initiation, keeping it nice and safe with solid fill outs on those inner zones into our outer zones. Man, still has tire stickers on those front wheels. Coming around and across the line for Bellroot Beer Wall. Next we got PDR. In a 14.9 Nissan Silvia. Going nice and wide there, utilizing the rumbles. Coming across those inner zones into our outer zones. 1 and 2. Been a nice midway through the track there, staying off those rumbles. Oh, going very wide there and across the line for PDR. He makes his way back down to the pits. Up next, we got Lab 1 Tattoos. Going very wide on that first zone, coming back to cinch it up on that touch and go, hitting that first and second outer zone. Tell you what, Road Atlanta is always brutal. It has been in previous seasons. As we come across the line and Lab 1 makes a qualifying score on the board here tonight. Up next, we got Tyler Duck. Massive initiation here by Tyler, throwing in some crazy angle into that first inner clip, across the touch and go, and into our outer zones here. And going for the X Factor here tonight. A nice solid fill out on these final 2 zones and across the line for Tyler Duck. All All right, we got 2 more load-ins after this, and then we'll wrap up our qualifying. Don't forget, battles are same time, same place tomorrow night. You know, it's a risky move throwing in an entry like that, but Tyler Duck pulled it off. You know, it's usually on the fence. Do you give her the beans and go full send? Or do you give it, you know, a little bit of a more conservative run to land you a guaranteed qualifying score? I'm a full send kind of guy. All right, we got some of the guys loading in right now. We're gonna be seeing Ethan Turner here coming in. We got Water, Samuel Guns, Legacy Melitix, Cone Man Kyle, Nice You, Array, Legacy Murph Terps, Josh Oxley, and our one and only Stylix. Yeah, those are the drivers that remain. Not everybody that's going to be in this server load, just to clarify. See if we can go on board with somebody here. And we wait for those load-ins. Was on board with last one. I'm gonna hop on board with anybody else. Some of these guys have wild cameras, as you can see. Pop back out to our TV cams. All qualifying scores will be posted to Discord as soon as they are available. As judges take a look a lot closer after the fact. We just try to get everybody run through here tonight and get those scores posted up to you guys as soon as possible. Battles servers for tomorrow will also be up right after that qualifying goes live of those scoring. You guys will have all day tomorrow to practice out and get ready for tomorrow night. I believe we're on board with Lugo here. Yep. I love the textured red and black livery he's got on there. Looks like we are lining up right now. Lugo gonna be starting us off here tonight, and shortly following him will be Water. Have him on his way. Nice solid initiation by Lugo, coming across that inner clip and the touch and go. Nice full fill out on that outer zone 1 and 2. Big angle coming around there, pushing it out, trying to get midway into that track and back and forth onto these inner zones and across that finish line. Lugo. Up next, we got Water. Yeah, we got a We Love Cone Man t-shirt out there. Gotta love the selfless Cone Man putting on his lights for us at all these events. Holy water, having some issues out there as he came across and did a little landscaping for us. We'll see him again for a second run at the end of these initial drivers. Up next, we got Ethan Turner sitting there, ready to go at the line, waiting on the Cone Man. You'll see those lights. Ooh, taking it very inside there. Ethan Turner. A little bit of issues out there, and onto the grass he goes, and we will see another driver at the end of this. Up next on the line, we got William Holloway. Going for the good old-fashioned 3, 2, 1, go. Rocking a RX-7 out there. On some nice angle, coming across at initiation, filling out that inner zone, inner clip and touch and go into our outer zone 1 and 2. Keeping it nice and midway through the track here. No rumbles. And a solid run there for William Holloway coming out the finish line right there. Next, we got last one, rocking a VDC 3.0 R33. Oh, looks like a little bit of a stuff up there on the initiation. Or last one. Holy. Pushing it out, cinching it up, and fixing up the rest of the run here. They come across and across that finish line. Last but not least, we got Legacy Melitix sitting there ready at the line, rocking that M4 BMW. Nice, solid initiation there. As we come across those two outer zones, 1 and 2. And across the finish line for Melitix. Solid runs. Solid runs by all drivers. I am surprised that we have run Road Atlanta before. Had quite a few off the track on that. It's a whole different story when it comes down to those battles, but we have one last group here loading in, and we'll see some of the reruns. We'll just give it a quick moment here as some of them load in, and we'll go on board again once more. Give another quick...
Of CSG Drift for round 3. So, going
Give
on
one
this
more look
downhill
at
here
this.
for the
We have some stuff
initiation.
going
For
on in the
qualifying,
background.
You are allowed to cross this line here marked in the video, but for battles, do not cross that line. Then we have our initiation line. We want to see you angled out before crossing this line, set and ready to go in for that first inner clip that you will see right here. We want you back on throttle before the inner clip 1, and no touching the red markings on the video. Here we want a full rumble fill out going uphill, and then as we push up on the uphill here, we want a full rumble fill out here on outer zone 1. Little decel there, so chase drivers watch out. And then we have our outer zone 2. Nice fill out there coming around this horseshoe. And then our inner clip 2 here, nice as close as possible as you can there to track edge. Do not touch the grass. We want a midfield transition, so we want you in the middle of the track while going down here. Nice fill out here. Do not use the rumbles going downhill. You will get points deduct. And then last zone here, we want a, once again, nice fill out here. Do not touch the rumbles, and then finish nice and wide.
Well, wasn't expecting that one, but it played once more. So we got it up there again, the line map for you guys. And let's get back on board with some of these guys as they're out there already drifting it. Got a quick cone man switch out, and we're gonna see these guys run it. Got our one and only Stylix out there, ripping a practice lap. He was last to make it in for that qualifying list. He'll still be rocking a lap out here for us. Well, looks like we had a back to pit there. It usually freezes like that on screen when that happens. Right here, this is our cone man, Kyle. The usual one in place of that cone. Getting some practice laps out. We wait for the last few to load in. What a great opportunity for some of the staff members that have always wanted to run in these competitions over the course of 4 seasons and being able to get their feet wet here a little bit tonight. And previous season as well. Or previous round. On board with our cone man. Yeah, some of these cars have the wildest. Holy. So that's what you get from going from TV cams to onboard, you know? Audio levels are much different. Some solid fill outs out there on the track for the cone man. All right, looks like we may be having our lineup here. So we got Samuel Guns, Cone Man Kyle, Nice You, Array, Legacy Murph Terps, Josh Oxley, and Stylex. And then after this run, we'll have all those who did not make it on the first run doing their reruns for those zeros. Up first, we do have our Cone Man Kyle. Just getting a quick staff thumbs up here so that we can send these guys on their way. All right, and we got the thumbs up ready to send them. Up first, Cone Man Kyle. Stuffing it up a little bit there on the initiation. Nerves may be getting to him as we come across that first and second outer zone. Might be overthinking it just a little much here. We come across to our final two zones, just tapping them. And across the line for him. All right, that camera is shaky. Up next, we got Nice You. Got lights, so let's send them. Oh, he's pulling back. All right, looks like we have a little bit of a light malfunction. Might just need a good old-fashioned 3, 2, 1. All right, I think we're ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice solid fill out on the inner clip, coming across our touch and go into our outer zones. A little bit of a check up there on that outer zone too, setting himself up as we come around those final inners once more. And across the line. Nice You. And we got Legacy Murph Terps out here, ready to go. Let's send them. Staff's reaching out to the driver right now, and we will send him on his way. There he goes. Legacy Murph Terps. Nice big entry there. Filling out that first zone. Got a lot of speed coming around here, though. Let's see if he can shave it off for that outer zone, too. Cinches it in. Come across to do it once more on those inners. And over the line, Murph Terps. In the line, we got Josh Oxley. Send him on his way. Nice solid fill out on that inner clip, and doesn't even need the rumbles out here. Coming across outer zone 1 and 2 into the inner clip 2, and back to that touch and go and inner clip on the way out. No big deal. Josh Oxley crossed the line, Solid run. All right, looks last up for this group. We got Stylex rocking that Ferrari 599 with the iconic colored tire smoke. Throwing some big angle out here, coming across those two zones into that outer, onto the second outer zone. Touch and go and onto the inner and across the line for Stylex. All right, and that wraps up those drivers. All we need now as he goes straight into the cones. Holy. As that wraps up, we got our last few for their second runs at anybody that had those zeros out on the track. We'll have them loading in and we'll be wrapping up here tonight. Appreciate everybody that's hung out here for the stream. I know it's not the most exciting stuff. It's good to see those qualifying runs as they happen. But tomorrow night, we got those battles going on. It's going to be real good. We're going to have Spawns FPV here rocking that drone action in the nighttime. It'll be pretty crazy. Yep, so we'll see Rakumi come back in here. We got, I believe, Coman lining up once more. We got Ethan Turner lining up. Stylex out there on the track warming it up for you guys. And then Tripty Mine as well. Tripty Mine had quite a rough initiation coming across that line. And water as well. All right, so another quick, like 5 drivers here. We'll be wrapping up here for the night. First, we got Kyle, the Cone Man. Nice back to forth Manji there. Set himself up for that initiation. Coming around, going wide on that first zone. Onto the touch and go. Outer zone 1, 2. Bit of a check up there coming around the end of that outer zone 2. In those inner zones and across the line. Up next, we got Rakumi rocking that VDC 3.0 RX-8. And I believe Velocity Red. Nice flick there, a little bit of a check up there, but coming around. Oh, and unfortunately off onto the gravel there. Sometimes it gets the best of us. Here we go, Ethan Turner. There we go, Ethan Turner on his way and down the track. Much better initiation across that line for Ethan Turner and fill outs on those inner zones coming across those 2 outers. Oh, going wide though on the outer zone 2. Has been tripping up a few drivers out here on the track tonight. Come across those inner clips and across the line. Up next, we got Tripty Mine. There he goes. huge entry there by Tripty Mine coming across into those outer zones. Definitely not the best performance we've seen by Tripty Mine, but he finishes it off strongly and at least gets it across the line there. Nope, last but not least, we got Water. Big, huge flick going into there. Holy cow, sending it in, but definitely off of those zones. Water putting on a show for us here tonight as he hits those outer zones into the inner and back across to do it once more. Keeping it on the track. But unfortunately, missing some of those zones out there and across the line. All right, guys, that wraps it up here for us tonight. That is round 3, Road Atlanta, season 4. Appreciate everybody that swung in here tonight. Yeah. CSG Drift. And that's Road Atlanta 2024, Season 4, Round 3. Appreciate every single one of you. We'll catch you guys tomorrow night for battles. All this footage is going to get sent off to our judges, and they'll be working into the night to get you guys your qualifying scores. Like I said, battles servers will be up tonight as well, just following those qualifying scores. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Thanks so much.